When the message came through, I was slicing strawberries for my daughter's breakfast. "Don't come to the wedding," my mother texted. "You and your kids just make things awkward." A second later, my sister reacted with a laughing emoji. Then another, then another. I stared at the screen until the red juice bled across my fingers like a warning. I didn't reply immediately. I let them laugh. I let the group chat fill with their smug little ha-has, their inside jokes, their venom disguised as family humor. Then I typed, slow, steady, precise, "Then you won't need my card for the venue." They didn't get it. Not yet. It started 3 months ago, when my mother called me the family burden. I'd just finalized my divorce. I was juggling 2 kids, a mortgage, and a full-time job. My sister, Carla, had gotten engaged to a man whose entire personality was his wealth. My mother adored him instantly. "He's stable," she said, shooting me a pointed look like I'd been a failed experiment in comparison. I smiled through it, as I always did. I played the peacemaker. I showed up to dinners, smiled for photos, paid for things I couldn't afford just to keep up appearances. But one night, as I helped my mother plan the wedding, I noticed something odd. She'd been using my credit card for deposits. Not by mistake, she'd memorized the number from when I helped her buy a laptop last year. And Carla knew. She'd been approving invoices I never saw. They weren't just excluding me, they were using me. I didn't confront them right away. Rage is a luxury the underestimated can't afford. So I smiled, kept my voice calm, and asked, "How's the venue search going?" "Perfect," my mother said. "Carla found a place. So elegant, so exclusive." Exclusive, yes, and soon unpaid. That night I logged into my account, saw over $12,000 in pending charges, and froze them all. Every cent, every fraudulent payment. Then I called the venue directly, told them there'd been a financial misunderstanding. I offered to handle it personally, through my company, not my family. The woman on the phone, a kind soul named Elise, was apologetic. She said she'd need confirmation in writing to remove the other names. I sent it. She complied. That was step 1. 2 weeks before the wedding, Carla posted a story. Her in a white silk robe, holding champagne, writing, "Couldn't have done this without my amazing mom." No mention of me. But I didn't need the credit. I had something better. Control. You see, the venue card my family thought they were using wasn't just mine. It was a company card under my name, tied to a small events firm I co-owned. When I froze those payments, everything connected to the venue went on hold. Catering, decorations, even the photographer's final release. They had no idea. Until the morning of the wedding. I arrived at the venue early, uninvited but unseen. From a distance, I watched the chaos unfold. The coordinator was pale, trembling, explaining to my mother that the payments hadn't cleared, that the booking had been canceled due to fraudulent activity. Carla's fiancé stood there, bewildered, asking, "Wait, you didn't pay?" My mother turned red. Carla screamed. Guests were arriving, cameras were flashing, and still, no music, no seating, no flowers, just the echo of their panic. I watched from my car, engine off, windows up, the sound of their unraveling, muffled but satisfying. Then, as if fate wanted to add a final stroke, Elise, the venue manager, walked over to them with an envelope. Inside was a letter. My letter. "You told me not to come. I listened. Consider this my RSVP." By the time the sun set, Carla's wedding had become a family legend for all the wrong reasons. Guests whispered about the financial scandal, the fraud investigation. My mother tried to call me later that night. I let it ring until it stopped. Then, silence. Weeks passed. The group chat died. The laughter stopped. They never apologized, of course. People like them rarely do. But they learned the hard way. Sometimes revenge isn't loud, it's quiet, precise, like pulling a single thread and watching the entire fabric collapse. They thought I was weak because I never raised my voice, because I smiled when they mocked me, because I said okay when they dismissed me. But power, I've learned, is patience disguised as grace. And as for the wedding, I suppose they were right. My kids and I would have made things awkward, but not as awkward as explaining to 100 guests why the bride was crying in the parking lot of a locked venue. That part was priceless.